Hello, this is Tim Campsell at Action Coach Business Coaching with my Survive and Thrive Business Spotlight series. The purpose is to interview local business owners and promote them through my social channels and email database, as well as provide them coaching. This is a free service I'm doing because if we save every business, we save the economy. Today, I have the pleasure of talking with Merlin. Welcome, Merlin. It's great to have you on the program today.
Great to be here, Tim. I appreciate it.
Well, why don't we start with tell us a little bit about yourself, and in a 60-second commercial, tell us about your business.
Yeah, our organization is Faith, Hope, and Love Community. And what we do is that we are a nonprofit organization that empower and teach the community how to become more sustainable beyond just giving away bags of food.
Fantastic. And tell us a little bit more about how do you do that? What is it that you provide to folks who use your services?
Yeah, the way we do it is that we provide, consulting and coaching and training to the food pantries. And through what we call missional food pantry, that is a vehicle that we use to open up certain organizations to their community. Say, for example, a church have a food pantry, but they want to reach out beyond food to the community. And to do that is through missional food pantry. And again, as you know, as a coach, we are better prepared if there's training, there's expectations, and actually empowering of the local community, which is, as far as we're concerned, really the local community is the answer to the local community. Yeah. But, from the point of view of helping them out, we come alongside with them through providing resources and some services and also expertise.
Fantastic. So Merlin, tell us a little bit more about yourself. How did you, what was your path to becoming, overseeing this wonderful ministry?
Yeah, I went on a mission trip outside United States, thinking that I will provide the people some, expertise or maybe resources. And when I got there, I actually was the one who learned more than providing for the local people, because it came back to me that, as human beings, at the core of human beings is, our emotion, our spirituality more than the physical. Of course, we need the physical food, such as, one of the basic needs is food and air and water. But at the same time, as human beings, we need that emotional, relational, and with spiritual aspect of it in order for us to keep the hope. Because when the hope is gone, even our belly is full, but the hope is gone, then actually we will see a lot of dysfunctions in whether it's organization or people's lives. So that's how I got started and got inspired to help others, one community after another. And through that, we learned a lot. We, as me and a few volunteers and a few churches, this was back in 2015. And we did one outreach, which is what we call mission trip in your own backyard, which is really, especially now with the pandemic, many people are really needing help right here. You just look outside the window and there's your mission field. So we called it Mission Field in Your Own Backyard back in 2016, but we got started in 2015. And through that, many people were touched, hundreds of people were touched, and several organizations were touched also. And through that, they encouraged me, the organization, to start an organization, and that's where we are right now.
Fantastic. It's a wonderful story. So you mentioned COVID. Tell me, what has been the biggest impact that COVID has had on your organization?
Yeah, it's actually for us, thank God for His grace that we were able to actually thrive even better than pre-COVID because of the nature of what we do, which is providing food, providing consulting, providing training and empowerment to local community. We share the vision. It was a perfect timing. It was what I call perfect spiritual window of time. And through that, many people, even some organizations that I've been trying to get hold of, they start calling when they found out, when they heard the vision. And our media, our main vehicles for that was the media. We knew that if we share it through the media, the vision, then for those people who are ready to help, especially this was back in April when we shared the vision, and many people come alongside, which is really our part of our mission is mission trip in your own backyard, which in a sense, mission is not just one organization putting it all together, providing all the answers. It's actually engaging, involving the communities to be able to pitch in, to help out. So it became, a buzz in, at least in the Northeast part of town, when we partner with Starbucks Corporation. We just took one call, share the vision unabashedly, and with that vision, the executives of Starbucks from Seattle, Washington, um, they love it, and so we opened one of their um, closest stores here in Castleton, and we turn it into a drive-through missional food pantry. And so it is still a great experience for us. Of course, there are some challenges, but it just reminded me that an idea that time has come
Mhm.
will flourish, and then also the power of sharing your vision.
Fantastic. So, Merlin, tell me, who is it that you serve? Like, who's your ideal um, person that you're looking to minister to through your organization?
Really, it's more the pastors of churches,
Yeah.
um, and you and I know that food is necessary in order for us to live. But as we talked about earlier, many people now are hungrier emotionally than physically.
Mm.
It's easier to, I think, to measure that, how many people are hungry and how much food we need, but it's hard to measure the emotional, the social impact, the negative impact of the pandemic.
Mm.
So our organization is geared towards reaching out the food pantries, the leaders, the community leaders, and also the pastors, because, believe it or not, over 70% of all the food pantries, at least in Marion County, are in churches.
Mm.
And what happened is that, which is good, they give away food, but, as churches, the mission of the church is, to share their faith, not just in action, but also in words. So we combine that, the proclamation of the word and the demonstration of the word. And that's what we do. So to answer your question is, we reach to the spiritual leaders of community, the pastors, ministry leaders, of course, food pantries. And also one of our food pantries is actually in IUPUI,
Mm.
one of the largest, of course, as you know, one of the largest universities in the state of Indiana. and they are part of our missional food pantry network.
Fantastic. So here's an interesting question, Merlin. It's been said smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what mistakes have you made along the way that other entrepreneurs can learn from your experience?
There's a lot of mistakes. One thing that stuck to my mind is that sometimes you make decision too quick. I think there's a part of, you probably know as a coach that uh, great leaders make decision quick and rarely change their decisions. But I think there's also a time when you have to withhold your decision and secure the counsel, as the Bible said, also secure counsel of people so that you can make the right decision. And sometimes, you make a drastic decision, you maybe empower an individual, you see what an individual could be, but maybe 5 years from now, and maybe not after a few months of training, you can release the individual. So that's just an example for me as far as, a mistake that, again, maybe because of emotions, because of inspiration, but maybe it's not the right timing. And so decision making and applying that decision is also very critical as far as, avoiding some maybe costly mistakes in the future.
Sure. Fantastic. Thank you. Second last question here. So I'm going to get your contact information and be sure to include that when I post this interview. But what's the best way for people to reach out to learn more about your organization?
Yeah, there are several ways. Of course, our website is fhlcommunity.org. That stands for Faith, Hope, Love. So fhlcommunity.org. We also have a website, which is, on Facebook. You can put fhl.community. .org, fhl.community, and you will get our Facebook. We also have Twitter, FHL International without vowels. And also you can reach me directly. My ministry mobile phone number is 463-210-4612, or via email, my name, Merlin, Merlin, at fhlinternational.org. And that's, again, Faith, Hope, Love. And international is spelled out. So Merlin at fhlinternational.org.
Fantastic. And we'll make sure to include all that information in my post so people can contact you. So last question here, Merlin. Tell me, what is most inspiring to you during today's crazy environment?
One of the most inspiring things is that people are ready to help. If you communicate clearly what the issue is. And again, for the pandemic and what we're focusing on is hunger, physical hunger and spiritual hunger. So I believe we communicated that clearly, that, hey, we're going to open for a period of time this building that was closed, that was vacant for almost 2.5 years, right on 82nd and Craig Street in Castleton, Indianapolis. And one day I just thought about giving a person a call. There's a phone number to call to say, hey, if you want to lease the building or whatever, called, share the vision, and communicated the vision. And again, it's a perfect timing because there are a lot of people who are hungry. A lot of people are looking to help out. And, to date, we have given probably close to about $400,000 worth of food.
Wow.
We started it 1st of May, and we have reached over 400 unique different households. So, if you average that, one household is equal to 4 individuals. So, you do the math there. And again, it's because of that, not only individuals receive, but tomorrow we're actually going to give 1,000 boxes of perishable to probably 15 to 20 organizations. And then Thursday, we'll be in the south side and we'll be giving another 1,000 perishable boxes. And just to give you an idea, one box is probably worth $75 to $100 per box. So that's a lot. And but yeah, again, it's clear communication and just being sincere to what you're called. We cannot be jack of all trades and try to do and help in places where we are really not called to do.
Sure. Wonderful. Well, Merlin, that does conclude our interview. For those folks listening to this, if you heard something in this interview that maybe you're struggling with and you'd like to talk through it, I do offer complimentary coaching sessions to provide, and I'll provide those details when I post this. If you'd like to find out more information about Merlin's organization, I'll include that contact information as well. Merlin, it's been a pleasure having you on the program today, and I wish you tremendous success.
All right. Thank you, Tim. You have a good day.
You too. Take care now.
Okay. Bye.